All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Columbus Aviators. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Bravo.
Here's Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. And they're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
At the 46-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Taylor. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They're going to look to throw. And Woods has it complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. The Colts send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 8, read. Bandit.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Graham on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
We got this. 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
6-6. Pull it high.
The give to Taylor. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
45's the mic.
They'll throw on 1st down with Graham. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Bush. And an alley to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Everyone go 4 down.
Hey, Zoo.
16.
2nd and 6. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Indy. 42 yards.
1st down, Colts.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. Hey, Wolf. Get it.
On 2nd down now. It's Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. Also,
and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Try to get it to Woods. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Bush. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the twist.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Set, ready. 8, read.
50, Mike's 50. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Hey!
Now Graham looking to throw on second down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Break.
Mike's 50. Here we go.
Roll out.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's cut.
They'll hand it off to Bush. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Double dog. That's the way.
They go play action with Graham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now Graham on 3rd and long. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Yo, Jack,
here's 2nd and 8. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a push it, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Graham going to set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darius Leonard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. On 2nd down, Graham. So left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Let's go. 90, Wolf.
You got to get the ball until you get the ball right here. Let's go.
On speed grip.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Back him up, back him up.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Going up top. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Taylor. He finds an opening past the 40. Still going. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. Going deep downfield for Ron, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Looking for Woods that time, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with Taylor. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Go! 30 base. Check. 2.
Looking to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Graham. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. On the delay, it's Bush. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
At the 31-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's see what you got. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash. Go.
Now Graham to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
45. I'm coming. Joker. Watch.
They'll run on 1st down. Bush. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Don't get nervous.
Ready.
They'll go again with Bush. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Set up. 90 Wolf.
45. I'm going to come back.
61 Matchbox Lights.
Shoot.
Get it.
3rd and 2. Now Graham. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Set ready. 10 logo.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, high 7. 5.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Right. He's tight right here.
Hey, orbit.
Now back to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. The point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches do?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Graham, a nice little juke. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's great. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they would.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, The ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates, the worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
First down, Colts.
Ready.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run with Wilkins. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score Colts 17.
Ready, ready. 60 outlaw.
Defense, let's go.
Shoot.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Second and 10. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it in the hands of Bush.
I got you, boy.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, Zoo.
3rd down from the gun, Graham. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Mike 51. Mike.
They'll try and throw for it with Graham. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. It's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On second down, it's Wilkins, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They run again with Wilkins. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? And now here is another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. And they'll indeed take a knee. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brought down by Khalil Mack. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point.